Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're just going to be going over how to unlock Private Bullit and then going over all of his stats and abilities. So make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like if you want to see more Private Bullit gameplay, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go ahead and go over how to unlock Private Bullit. So HQ level 19, radar level 19 is when Private Bullit is going to be available to be, he's going to show up on your map at Hammerman Level 55. So we're going to go over just an easy strategy of how to take it down. I only have 3 offensive statues, so it should be easy enough to copy. And we're also going to show you how Sergeant Brick is actually working now. She actually does follow the flares, which is very, very nice, because that's been a frustrating thing for a while. So very excited to get Brick to actually work. Because before she would target onto a defense, he'd flare away, she would stay on the defense, and it was really annoying. So, in terms of Hammerman level 55, I mean, as long as you get troops up and behind the HQ on the right side, you're gonna be okay. It doesn't really matter. You can use Zookas, you can use Heavy Zooka, you can use Warriors, just whatever you do, just clear the mines, get up on the right side. This isn't a great attack by any means. I just kind of threw all the troops out so everyone would be able to copy it. And we get a couple shocks off. You see Brick right there. She's not going to stay targeted on the boom cannon. She is going to go ahead and go up onto the HQ. We're going to get a battle orders off there, and we're in the safe zone right here with the heavies and Zookas. And Hammerman level 55, not a difficult base unless you really have under-level troops and things like that. But I mean, at HQ 19, you should know what you're doing by now. So there we go. So you beat the Hammerman level. This is all in the dev build, guys. So there's going to be some tutorial stuff that pops up here that doesn't make any sense. So just ignore that. It's all stuff we've seen before, like this, about the supply chest. But then, you see, we get Private Bullit pops up there as the little head guy. We'll get the supply chest out of the way. And then you click on that, and then he kind of just ducks under like a whack-a-mole. And then you go back over to your base here. And we see right here that he is unlocked now, and we're able to use him. So that's how you unlock Private Bullit, guys. Next, let's go ahead and dive into some stats and abilities, and we'll upgrade him, see how much it costs, and all that fun stuff. Okay, guys, so next up, let's go over what it's going to cost to upgrade Private Bullit. He is an expensive hero right out of the gates, but he only goes up to level 8, so just keep that in mind when you see these upgrades. We're just going to be instant finishing to show you guys the stats and everything. So, initial stats, he's going to have 18,000 base health at level 1. And that's also going to have the taunt ability unlocked. You see, what's really great about this, level 2, the energy drink is going to be unlocked, and level 3, the shock knuckles are going to be unlocked. So the abilities aren't hidden behind like massive upgrade walls or anything. You're going to be able to get them basically right away as soon as you get your hero upgraded to the first 3 levels. And you're going to get a health increase every level. You're going to get a damage per second, damage, which is the exact same as damage per shot because he just fires once. Increase every time. And let's go over the hero perks. So it's called Pain Tolerance. We touched on this before. So his damage limit per hit, that's going to decrease by 100 each level and eventually go up to 1300. So you're only going to be taking that much damage from defenses. That goes for boosted up Doom Cannons on Forlorn Hope, to Boom Cannons, Cannons, everything like that. Nothing is going to do more than whatever your Pain Tolerance damage limit is set at. So that's huge. That's why he's able to survive so many Boom Cannon shots. That's why he's so tanky, is because things aren't doing that much damage to him. And he gets up to, if you have 1 troop health statue, at like around 30%, then you can actually get him up to 40,000 health, which is the same base health as a Scorcher. So he's got a lot of health. The damage limit is definitely huge. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep going over here. So we got him up to level 7. That's gonna be 28,000 and 1,200 damage per shot. His movement speed is moderate, so it's the same movement speed as Brick and Everspark, I believe. But he does keep up a little bit better with Warriors because he just stands back not nearly as far as Brick or Everspark do. So he's easier to walk with Zookas. He's easier to walk with Warriors. He keeps up in the smoke radius better. There, we're doing a little comparison there with Brick to show you that the movement speed is the same, but his distance from the troops is a lot better. So, and again, of course, this is all done in the dev build, guys. That's why I chose 1,000,000 tickets, 1,000,000 tokens. It's all in the dev build. So just to keep that in mind, the damage per second, like we said, it's going to be the same as the damage per shot. And there's the maximum damage limit per hit. He's only going to be taking 1,300 damage per shot on heavy hitting defenses, which is going to be huge because they offset by having slow rate of fire. So next up, let's go ahead and dive into these abilities, guys. So taunt level 1, the duration is going to be 8 seconds from level 1 to level 5, but at the taunt level, he gets a damage limit per hit increase as well. So it's, well, technically a decrease, but it's a buff. So he's going to be getting 300 less damage when using the ability. That's going to last the duration of the ability. And the good thing, and of course the taunt is also going to have that small radius where it attracts all the defensive weapons. They're all going to be targeting him and only him, depending on exactly where he's standing. So you see the duration doesn't change, but the damage limit per hit does. So he gets... so when you're using the taunt thing, which is very good because there's going to be nothing that's going to be able to take him out. If you've got a boosted troop health statue and you're using the taunt at level 5, like he's going to have massive damage damage limit going. So just ignore that tutorial stuff. Again, we're all in the dev build, guys. And yeah, so let's get into the energy drink next. And same thing with the energy drink. I don't believe the duration increases in seconds, but the speed bonus does and the regeneration does. So he's going to go very fast, like we saw when we used the energy drink before. And he's going to get a health regen bonus. So the regen bonus, that's over time. It's not, you don't press it like right before he dies and he gets a big health boost. That's not how it works. It's just over time. So there's no reason to not use it right away if you're using some sort of strategy that's involved with the energy drink. So he goes up to... so the speed bonus, it's also a damage bonus because he's going to fire faster, right? So he's also increasing his damage per second. Just because his fire rate is going to be increased, so he's doing more damage, he's moving faster, his health regen eventually goes up to 50%, which is pretty huge. Very tanky, very heavy hitting hero that we have here, guys. So let's dive into the Shock Knuckles next. So the Shock Knuckles, they have a damage increase and a shock duration increase, which actually increases with each level. I believe it goes up from 5 to 9 seconds, from level 1 to level 5. The initial damage that it does isn't great. I mean, for the amount of GBE it costs to use, you shouldn't really be looking at the damage as anything really. I mean, you can use 3 GBE for an artillery and it's going to do 6,600 damage or whatever, right? So the damage isn't huge, but the shock duration is massive. That's going to do a ton of work to certain bases where they have all the defenses kind of clustered together. And a max shock bomb lasts for 10 seconds, and this shock duration lasts 9 seconds, which is pretty huge. So that's Private Bullit, all of his stats and abilities. He is kind of expensive, only goes up to level 8, but his abilities are great, and I think he has a lot of value for the cost of everything. So